Hi you guys, I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, and I said I wanted to do them on a regular basis, and I apologize for that. It has been entirely too long. We'll get back on track and start doing these on a regular basis, and so we can continue to communicate and improve. And so a couple of things that I just kind of wanted to mention to you guys. First off, I want to thank you for all the work that you do and have done. We've kind of started to settle down from all the changes a couple of months ago, and things are really going pretty smoothly, and that's due in large part to all the work you guys have done, and so I'm appreciative of that and want you to know that. The other thing is I just want to reiterate the reason that we're here and what we're doing. First and foremost is to serve, and I know you guys know that. And it's something that's important to you, or you wouldn't be serving in the first place. But I just wanted to say, I just want to reiterate that we're here to serve the church, to serve the pastors and staff of the church, and serve the people on stage, and serve each other. And so I want to thank you guys for your commitment to that, continuing to do that. The other thing I wanted to do is I want to recognize Dawson. A couple of weeks ago, we were a little short-handed back here, and I asked Dawson to step up, and he not only did he step up, but he stepped up big time, was willing to do whatever he needed to do to help out, and I really appreciate that attitude and his heart to serve and to do whatever he needed to do. And so Dawson, I thank you for that, and way to go. I appreciate your heart to serve and willingness to do that, and want everybody else to know that I appreciate that as well. So just a couple of real quick things that I wanted to kind of talk about and mention as we move forward and we look at how we can become more consistent, how we can be better at our job, be it doing the words or lighting or whatever. A couple of things that are kind of on my mind and in my heart is first and foremost, the key for anything that we're doing, if it's sound or if it's words or if it's lighting or whatever, is to anticipate. We've got to anticipate what's going to happen next, what's going on, be ready, whether it's to get the next song up or the next video ready or the next lighting cue or whatever it may be, the next microphone ready to go. Anticipate what's going to happen next and try to stay one step ahead of the service as much as you can. That requires a couple of key skills. One of those is we've got to really be in tune with the Holy Spirit, where He's doing where He's going in the service. We're not just back here apart from the service, but we really need to be an active participant in the service. And by that I mean we've got to really be paying attention to what's going on in the service, where the Holy Spirit's going, where the service is going as a whole, and be tuned into that and be paying attention to not only the natural cues and things that are going on around, but also the supernatural cues that are going on and around too, and that's really important. When we talk about anticipating, we talk about things like having the next song ready to go. I mentioned that. Having the next cue, whether it be on the mixer or on easy worship, whatever it is. If it's knowing that we've had issues with things like the slides auto-advancing, being ready for those types of things and being ready for what do I do next? What do I do if it goes really badly, really quickly? If a video hangs up, or if the words are just completely wrong. We did a sermon and I typed out the notes. I had several typos in the middle of the notes, and actually I wasn't paying attention. I was actually doing sound that Sunday. I was back here and got a text. Somebody said, there's a lot of typos in this. So being able to pop up real quickly, change that, get that changed and move on, really with as little disruption as possible. And that's really what this anticipation does, is allow us to be transparent. Again, we're here to support what's going on in the services, and we can do that better the more transparent we are. And so if we're ready for the next thing, if we're ready, constantly being ready to go, then I think we'll be able to do that better. So always be ready for that. And we know there are certain times when, we've got to be ready with the white microphone. Those of you guys who do sound know what I'm talking about there. So have your hand on the button, have your hand on that mute button there. Be ready to go. Be watching what's going on, and then when the time comes, be ready to unmute that. Those types of things will help us to be better at what we're doing. We know that in between songs, if there's going to be talking, that we need to be ready to pull the effects out so that voice is a little clearer, and those types of things. So a couple of other things that real quickly I want to talk about. One is when we're scheduled to be here. I know it's summertime, we've got a lot going on, a lot of people out, things like that, but a lot of extra long nights and things like that. But when you're scheduled to be here, make sure that you're here, and I talked about this at our very first meeting, make sure you're here on time for the 9 o'clock service. That's at 7:45. I want you here at 10:30 for the 11 o'clock service, so that when the first service ends, you're ready to step in and get things set up for the second service without having a lot of disruption with that. For Wednesday night, make sure you're here on time for that at about 4:45 or 5. I know some of you, that might be difficult. I know some of you are serving in the kitchen at times, and so we're going to have to be flexible with each other and work around that. The other thing is, make sure you put your vacation times and times you're not going to be able to be here in Planning Center. As soon as you know about it, put it in there. And as I make the schedules out, I'll know that, and we'll be able to be a little smoother with that as much as possible. I know last minute things come up and changes and stuff like that, and that's perfectly acceptable. And we'll work with that and be flexible and work to continue to serve each other. But the last thing that I kind of want to mention, it goes back to the very core of what we're doing. And not only are we, and I'm going to hit on it, and we're going to get it, because we are here to serve. And as a result of that, not only are we here to serve the congregation and the staff and the pastors, and really serve the Lord in what we're doing, but we're here to serve each other. And so there may be times when we have to step over and help in another area and kind of fill in the gaps with each other. We could use 1 or 2 more people in here just about every service, and I understand that, but we don't have that right now. I'm working on that. I've got about 3 people that I'm going to begin to start training, and we're going to work. Same thing in the other auditorium. We're just shorthanded, and so recruiting new people is important. It's something that we all need to be involved in and all we need to be doing. But make sure that we're serving each other. It's no big deal for the Sunday morning service in the East Auditorium for me to get a note or somebody come over and say, hey, we need help. I'm perfectly willing and happy to do that. We all need to be able to do that, be willing to fill in and help each other out and encourage each other as we go. So, guys, I want you to know I do appreciate you. I appreciate all your hard work, all your dedication, your commitment to excellence and to quality, and for your time that you put into this ministry. And I just want you to know that I do appreciate it, and it doesn't go unnoticed, even though I may not thank you enough. I am appreciative for all the work that you do. So you guys be blessed, and we'll talk to you again soon.